To me, there's not a better flavor combination than orange, cranberry, and walnut. These are absolutely my favorite bar cookie and probably my favorite dessert ever. I just love them. Let's go make some. Katzcradul here. I worked long and hard making you a video today showing you how to make my cranberry date bars, and when I went to upload it, a whole section is gone where I first started out making them for you. So I'm going to just try to tell you briefly what I did, and then you can pick up kind of in the middle of the recipe. I didn't start out with this trying to be a cooking channel, and it still is not going to be. But whenever I make a dish that can totally be made from food storage, I try to share that with you because every recipe that you have that will help you rotate your food storage, I think will serve you well. This recipe not only has whole wheat flour and white flour, it also has quick oats. It has chopped dates. I buy these. They're pre-pitted at Aldi. They're so convenient. It's an 8-ounce package of them. Cranberries. Today I'm going to be using fresh cranberries because I found a bunch of them in my freezer, and I guess I must admit that I'm a cranberry hoarder. They only are on sale through about the 1st of November, maybe middle of October to the end of December, and then you don't see fresh cranberries again. So I stock up, and I'm always afraid I'm going to run out, so I guess I hold back and save some until now. It's time to put new fresh cranberries in the freezer, and I've got to get rid of the old ones. So today I'm going to be using fresh cranberries that I've simply washed, and I put them in the skillet with the, put them in the pot with the dates, a 1/4 cup of orange juice, and the diced up peel of 1 orange. Now you would say, well, you wouldn't have oranges in your food storage. Well, yes, I do. I have canned oranges, and I have all the orange peel from the oranges I've canned. And so I put a few strips of this orange peel in a little dish with some boiling water, let it rehydrate, and you dice it up just exactly like fresh. So these 3 things, orange peel, dates, cranberries, and just a little bit of orange juice, 1/4 cup of orange juice. Today I actually used a little bit of lemonade mix, and the water that I rehydrated the peel in I used to reconstitute the lemonade mix, and I used that in place of orange juice. Then when that's cooked together, it cooks down like a jam. It's very thick. The cranberries burst. You will hear them pop. Don't be alarmed. That's what they're supposed to do. So the dates, the cranberries, the orange peel, and orange juice cook down like a jam. Then you take it off the heat, and you add your vanilla and your almond extract. And I think that's where the video will pick up. So I think I've brought you up to speed. And so we'll just continue on from here. All right, here's what the cranberries and the dates look like when you're finished. See how it's this beautiful burgundy color, and it just looks like preserves. That's exactly what you want. I added my vanilla flavoring and my almond extract. And now I'm going to set this really hot pot on this beautiful hot pad that Sassy Because gave me. Just kind of lift it up a little bit and let that cool. She made me 2 others. Look how gorgeous. This kind of blue one and this turquoise one. And look at the edges, how nice and thick they are. I can set anything on that and not have a problem. Thank you, Sassy. She's a great prepper that lives down on the Texas Gulf Coast, and I really appreciate those. Beautiful work. She's great at repurposing fibers, fabrics, t-shirts, all kind of things, and making beautiful, useful items out of them. So check out her channel, Sassy Because. I've got my crumb mixture made, and I'm going to put half of it in this well-greased 9x13. I don't think it's quite 9x13, but you know what it is. It's a Pyrex. I'm going to put half of it in there and bake that in the oven for just a little bit to get that firm. Then I'm going to put the jam-looking fruit on it, sprinkle it with the remainder of the crumb, and bake it off. And I'll show you where we go from there. Now, lest you think I got rid of that delicious, flavorful water that my oranges were rehydrating in, my orange peel was rehydrating in, I put that in here as the water to go with the lemonade mix in lieu of the orange juice. So I saved that beautiful orange water for that. So I'll be back in a minute. I thought I'd come back and show you this before I spread it. This is the fruit portion of the bar. And I know it's a silly thing to think that any of us preppers would ever be out of jam or jelly or preserves, But if you ever are, this cranberry date mixture with the lemon peel, the orange peel and orange juice, and then flavored with the almond extract and vanilla extract, oh my goodness, it is delicious. If you want to make just a quick preserve that you can just keep in your jar in your refrigerator, this is delicious. Anyway, just thought I'd share that with you. I'm going to spread this out all across my bars and then top with the rest of the crumble and put in the oven. I'll come back in just a few minutes. Alright, I'm back, and my, I don't know what you call them, cranberry date bars have come out of the oven, and they are cooled. You just want mine, it takes exactly 22 minutes at 350 degrees for mine to look like this, where they just barely start to brown around the edge, and this just looks golden. So what I've done is I've mixed up a little icing. What this is today, it changes to suit my mood. What this is today is some powdered sugar that I have thinned out with some of my pineapple syrup that I made. I usually use milk to thin it out just a little bit. I always put one tiny pinch of salt in it, and also a teaspoon of almond extract, but I'll give you the recipe for that. I just thought that the pineapple syrup would give it a delicious flavor with the almond. So here we go. I just drizzle this on top. There's no rhyme or reason, just indiscriminately. There's some thick blobs, there's some thin blobs. It just doesn't matter. It all looks pretty when it's done. Okay, and then I kind of come back this way. There's kind of a little crosshatch pattern there. So I'm going to finish this up, and when I get this all done and it's set for just a few minutes, because I try to mix my powdered sugar frosting thick enough to where it sets up pretty quickly, meaning to touch it on the surface it will have hardened, because I want to be able to cut these very quickly. I'm taking them to an event tonight, but I'm going to cut them and take them on a platter, so I'll cut a little piece and let Prepper A give you a taste test. You know I have to have Prepper A taste everything and make sure it's all right. So we'll come back with that in just a few minutes. Okay, here's what it looks like on the plate. You can see the oatmeal nut crumb mixture at the bottom, the cranberry date delicious filling in the middle, crumb on top, and then the light powdered sugar icing on the top. And Prepper A is home from school and eager to try it. So she's poised with fork in hand, and she's going to let you know what she thinks.
Really good.
What flavors stand out to you?
Cranberry.
Cranberry. Can you taste any other flavors?
Kind of almost like brown sugar. And the nuts.
Yeah.
I like the top, the icing.
Yeah. Does any of the orange come through at all? There's the peel of an orange in there. Can you taste it?
I was trying to figure out what I was exactly tasting, but that's it. It's really good.
Yeah. I've got to be honest, really, of all the desserts I know how to make, which are not just a few, this is probably my all-time favorite. And you don't have to be just a huge fan of cranberries or dates, because if you were to taste the filling, you would probably not quite be able to decide what it is. But it is delicious. It's satisfying, and there's nothing says the start of autumn to me like this dessert. It's absolutely delicious. It would pair beautifully with one of my bread and soup dinners that I'm going to show you. It'd be a great finish to that. So hang on to the recipe. Give it a try as soon as you start seeing fresh cranberries in your store. It's a great dish. So hope you've enjoyed this, and let me know if you try it. Katzcradul.